Good to see you, old friend. I missed you. Haven't worn my baby in a while. Gotta protect the egg from sunburn. It's getting hot already today. It's supposed to be like 75. We're back to outside, starting a new house, doing the foundation, my brother's foundation, but we already started digging. Today we're gonna finish digging and hopefully start the forms. Here is our hole. Thank God we didn't dig a basement on this one because we are sick of the boulders. So we just went down a little bit. On this side, it's down 2 feet, probably a little more, and that side's nothing, so the hill, very hard to dig on. Over here, we're gonna be stepping down the footing because we wanna get to the good dirt to put the footing on. So what we're gonna do now is read the plans and set up all our strings. Put our pins in, and we basically make the house out of string. Put our pins in, make all the outside walls of the house, and then we'll still need to do a little bit of digging, but just not as much now that we're pretty much a flat surface. We'll just have to touch it up as we go. Ours lasted a while. Well, oh no, we had the bigger tanks. Yeah. Okay, so we have all our strings. If you can see, the pink and yellow, besides 2, we still have to dig a little bit more over there. And now we start forming out the footings. So the string is the house, and these forms will be a little bit past the string because this is the block. That way the block has room to sit on the footing. Okay, we had to chip a little bit more away, dirt, but there's our first corner of the house. Day 1, not bad at all. We got half of the house formed. There's the front. We still have to do a front porch, but we gotta dig that. And then where we marked all this orange, we actually have to step the footing down because we're on another hill, like my house, so all of this is just the grass. So we need to dig this down more, which we started doing right over here. This footing is good, and then this one will drop. Where we're stepping down everything, transit going off. We're hitting a lot of weird pockets of clay here. You can see this is our footing here. Stepped it down. We had to step down from the footing up here, down this far to get to the good dirt. There's just so much clay. We definitely don't want to put the house on all the clay. And then we had to step down even further, another 2 feet right here, because for some reason this pocket right here was a lot of clay. And then we stepped back up over there to the same height as this. So we're just gonna fill this with a bunch of stone and big rocks like this, make one big solid footing. Nice little trick we learned from the great builders in Rome, which is why their streets and buildings are still standing. That really deep hole we're filling with big rocks, and then we're gonna fill with smaller rock, and then we're gonna fill with concrete, making a, I don't know how many 1,000-year footing. And here we go, we got 2 feet full of big boulders, and now we're filling them in, all the voids with the small rocks, and we'll tamp it, and this will never move. Good morning, baby. We're on, should be day 3. No, I think this is day 4. These bigger style ranches just take forever for the footings. Well, what really took forever is all the stepping down we had to do. If it was all like this side, it would have been done on day 2. The stepping down just it eats up a lot of time. Your measurements have to be right because when we step it down, we want when we start this block, we want the block to meet up with this footing exactly. So then this first row of block will go on top of that block. So it's a lot of measuring and setting up the strings and messing with the transit. Just wastes a lot of time. We got some rebar in, got to finish some. All our stone is down. Today we have to finish all the piers on this side. We did the piers on this side already, and we're doing the same thing. The height of the piers don't matter because we can cut the block to whatever we need to match where it has to go. So we're making a really good solid footing. We filled it with a bunch of big rocks, and we're gonna fill this solid with concrete just as probably as high as the hole is. And we did that for this one. We still gotta put stone in this one. And the last two here, we're just gonna connect to that wall because when we were digging these, there's a little sliver of dirt just fell right over. So we'll make it a little stronger and connect everything. But today we should be done with the forms completely, and tomorrow we pour concrete. The worst part will soon be done. Got piers here, piers over there, piers here, piers over there. We still got like 6 more here and 3 more over there. Angelo, if you're watching this, I hate you. Okay, finally ready to pour concrete. Got the pump truck here. We weren't gonna use the pump truck at first, but there's so many piers inside, we had no choice. Got all our rebar down, all the forms done, all the piers done. You can see how messy the dirt is now. Okay, concrete trucks are gone and all the footings are full. Thank God. Now, hopefully tomorrow rains because we need a break because we're dead tired, and then we start laying block. Going home now.